Respected viewers, today we are diving into something huge that could shake the entire crypto world. XRP is moving, and the latest news is not just another headline. It could change the way the market thinks about Ripple forever. Big players like BlackRock, the SEC, and even major international banks are quietly watching every move, and what they do next could send XRP soaring or shaking like we've never seen. If you want to stay ahead and know the insider secrets before anyone else, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, because what I'm about to share will give you a serious edge in understanding the XRP market. You are about to hear things the mainstream media won't tell you, and by the end of this video, you'll see why today's update might be the most important in months. Right now, XRP is at a crossroads. On one side, we have the news that could trigger massive institutional interest. On the other, the lingering uncertainty from legal battles and market rumors keeps many traders on edge. But here's the secret most people don't realize. There are signals hidden in the way big banks and investment giants are positioning themselves that hint at what could happen next. We'll break it all down, piece by piece, and I'll show you why some whispers in the market could actually become a tsunami of buying pressure. From regulatory updates to hidden partnerships, nothing is off limits. And trust me, if you act on this knowledge fast, it could completely change your strategy with XRP. Institutional players don't move without reason, and Ripple has been quietly making deals that most investors don't even know about. While the media focuses on minor price dips, smart money is watching for the exact moments to jump in, and XRP could be the next big target. We're talking about companies that manage trillions of dollars, banks with global reach, and even financial regulators who could tip the balance. By the end of this video, you'll understand how these moves are connected, why XRP's price might react, and what signals you should watch for if you want to be ahead of the crowd. Now let's get into the specifics. You'll hear things today that other channels won't tell you. We'll break down the latest news, reveal the market patterns, and explain what they mean for XRP holders. This is more than just speculation. These are real moves, backed by evidence, showing where Ripple could be headed next. If you're serious about crypto, you can't afford to miss what comes next. The latest data is fascinating, and it's coming from sources most people rarely check. First, Ripple's XRP ledger shows unusual activity over the past few weeks. Big wallets, the kind held by institutions, have been quietly moving significant amounts of XRP. These aren't random traders. They are the type of players who wait for insider-level information before making a move. And here's why it matters. Historically, when wallets of this size start accumulating, it often signals that major companies or funds are preparing for a strategic play. BlackRock, one of the world's largest asset managers, has openly filed for crypto-related funds in the past year. Imagine if they decide to put even a small percentage into XRP. This could trigger a ripple effect across the market that small traders won't see coming. Next, the SEC angle. There have been recent statements and filings suggesting that Ripple might finally be gaining clarity in its long-running legal situation. While most people see this as just another update, insiders interpret it differently. If Ripple can settle or get a favorable judgment, it could unlock trillions in market potential. Banks that were waiting on the sidelines might jump in immediately because the legal risk disappears. That's not speculation. That's how institutional investors think. But the proof doesn't stop there. Ripple has been forming quiet partnerships with banks and fintech companies around the globe. Some of these are massive players in Asia, Europe, and the Middle East, all working on cross-border payments using XRP. These developments aren't always public, but the market can sense the flow of partnerships by looking at XRP network usage and transaction patterns. The combination of big wallets moving, regulatory signals improving, and partnerships growing creates a perfect storm for a major market shift. And here's the insider secret most traders miss. When Ripple partners with banks, it doesn't just affect adoption, it signals liquidity. Liquidity attracts more investors, which can push the price higher without warning. This is exactly the kind of data that serious traders watch closely. XRP is no longer just a crypto token. It's becoming a tool for global finance. Those who understand these signals can act before the market fully reacts. Now, let's talk about the catalyst that could really move XRP and how to handle the FUD, because the market loves drama. There's always fear, uncertainty, and doubt whenever a crypto faces legal or regulatory scrutiny. Headlines talk about lawsuits, SEC investigations, or price drops, and casual traders panic. But here's the truth insiders know. Most of the FUD is temporary noise designed to scare small investors. XRP's fundamentals haven't changed, and if anything, the network activity and institutional interest are stronger than ever. When Ripple settles issues with regulators or announces new partnerships, the FUD fades, and the price often reacts faster than anyone expects. The real catalyst isn't just legal clarity, it's timing. Every big move in XRP starts with a trigger. It could be a court decision, a new partnership, or even a statement from a major bank signaling adoption. When these triggers hit, smart traders who were watching quietly start buying first, and then retail traders follow, often too late. That's how huge spikes happen in a short time. Some traders miss it because they focus only on social media hype, not the actual data and moves by large players. Understanding the catalyst means you're prepared, not panicked. Another key point is that Ripple's technology is gaining real traction in global finance. Cross-border payments, liquidity tools, and partnerships with banks aren't theoretical. They are live and operational. When companies start using XRP for real money transfers, demand increases naturally. This isn't just hype, it's real adoption that creates upward pressure on the price. The FUD tries to distract from this truth, but the numbers don't lie. Transaction volumes, wallet activity, and partnerships all point to XRP being in a strong position. Finally, insiders also watch market psychology. Every time the SEC or banks make a quiet announcement, the market reacts in subtle ways. Volume spikes, wallet movements, and price shifts that savvy traders can spot before mainstream news reports them. This is exactly why understanding the catalyst and ignoring the FUD is crucial. It allows you to see the signals others miss and act before the big moves happen. XRP isn't just reacting to rumors. It's building momentum behind the scenes, and once the right catalyst hits, the market could explode almost instantly. Now let's get into the price justification and the warning you need to hear. Based on what we've seen with institutional movements, Ripple's growing partnerships, and legal clarity, there's a strong case for XRP to reach new levels. When big wallets accumulate, when banks start using XRP in real-world payments, and when regulatory uncertainty diminishes, the natural outcome is a price increase. This isn't just speculation, it's basic supply and demand. Fewer tokens in circulation and more demand from serious players create a perfect storm for higher prices. Remember, BlackRock and other major funds aren't investing small amounts. They move markets when they act. Even a small allocation to XRP from them could trigger massive buying pressure almost immediately. But here's the final warning. Timing is everything. XRP can still be volatile, especially when headlines stir panic or when small traders react emotionally. If you wait too long, you might miss the early movers, the insiders who act first when the signal comes. That's why watching these wallets, transaction patterns, and partnership announcements is more important than watching price charts alone. Those who understand the hidden signals are the ones who profit the most. Another thing to note is that while the market reacts quickly to news, institutional strategies take time to roll out. This means you could see smaller movements at first, then a sudden surge when multiple catalysts align. XRP's price could move in ways that seem sudden, but they're actually predictable if you know where to look. This is why insiders always monitor regulatory filings, partnerships, and wallet activity. They are the early warning system for the next big move. So here's the bottom line. XRP is positioning itself for a potential breakout. Legal clarity, big partnerships, and institutional accumulation all point toward a strong foundation for growth. Ignore the FUD, watch the catalysts, and pay attention to the hidden signals in the market. If you're ready, acting on this knowledge early could make a big difference. Timing, awareness, and understanding the data are the keys that separate casual traders from those who actually profit when XRP moves. The market is ready for action, and XRP could be at the center of it. In conclusion, what we've seen today is more than just another XRP update. It's a window into the moves of the biggest players in crypto and global finance. Ripple is quietly building momentum through partnerships, legal progress, and strategic accumulation by major wallets. The FUD you see in headlines is designed to distract, but if you focus on the real signals, the data, the partnerships, and the institutional activity, you can see where XRP is headed next. Timing is critical. Knowing when to act and understanding the hidden signals gives you an edge over the majority of traders who react too late. Remember, XRP is not just a token anymore. It's becoming a tool for global finance, and the institutions that get in early could drive massive market shifts. By watching legal updates, big wallet activity, and network adoption, you can anticipate the moves before the mainstream media reports them. This is where knowledge meets opportunity, and those who act smartly can benefit the most. So stay alert, stay informed, and pay attention to the hidden signals. If you like this insider breakdown and want to stay ahead of the XRP market, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. This way, you'll never miss the updates that could change the game. The market is moving, the institutions are watching, and XRP is ready. Are you?